So forgive the mess. This is the office slash car parts room. But this video is to do a little bit of a preview on my turbo build for my Supra. So I got this front facing intake manifold. It's like I forget the brand, like Deep Motor or something like that. Wasn't super expensive. I mean, the welds are pretty decent. I think they're pretty decent anyway. Better than I thought they were going to be for what I paid. But it's got a CNC machined flange that meets with the side of the motor. You can kind of see the machining marks. But each, instead of a gasket, it's got rubber O-rings for each cylinder. Fuel injection ports and stuff. Pretty roomy on the inside too. I mean, this thing's gonna flow a lot of air. And that's the inside shot. Inside throttle body. Not really like velocity stacks in there, but they are kind of like curved downward, like give the air a little smoother path to get through there. It's a 90mm throttle body. Should be good enough for the power goals I'm going for. So now here's the big awesome thing that I got over here. So this is my turbo manifold and turbo setup. I went with a log style manifold because I'm going for the quickest spool possible. I'm not going for top end power. I'm not sponsored by anyone. That'd be cool if I was. So if someone wants to sponsor me, hit me up. But this manifold was built by Supra V-World Clayton Carlisle. I'm probably saying that incorrectly, but he made it in Australia. Did a pretty good job on the manifold, I think. So I guess this will be a little review on his manifold that he made. I like the V-band wastegate on the top. It's going to be awesome. I like pretty good quality welds here that he pretty I mean, he did a pretty damn good job. Pretty damn good job. So this smaller pipes on the side, he steps it up a little bit, so this middle pipe's a little bigger diameter, give a little more airflow. The only I would say that my only negative on this manifold right now is on these smaller ones. I'm not sure you can really see it on the video. Here, I turn the light on. On the each end, because it's a smaller diameter pipe on the inside, there's a little edge that you can see there that's going to restrict airflow. So what I'll probably end up doing is grinding that down and doing a little port job on this a little bit to help increase the airflow just a little bit. And these are pretty much flush, the other cylinders, but I'll probably do the same thing there. But yeah, he did other than that, I mean, I think it's a pretty good manifold. It looks like it's got a little corrosion on the inside already, so I mean, it's mild steel. That's what it's made out of. Not really sure. On the outside, it looks pretty good. I'll clean it up though. But yeah, it is a little rusty already. Definitely probably gonna do some sort of coating on this to help prevent it from corroding, because I haven't had it outside. All I've done is have it in my office, and it looks like it's already got a little bit corrosion on the outside here. But this is the turbo I'm setting up. This is just a starter turbo. I know it's like a cheap turbo, but the idea is just to get it dialed in, get a good bass tune going, and see what my power levels are at by the time it's all put together. This is a GT, just like a generic GT35 turbo. Anti-surge housing, no shaft plate or anything like that. Came with a 2-year warranty, so I figure if it lasts 6 months, then that's fine too, because I got a warranty. So I mean, I don't really drive the Supra that often. It's a 68 millimeter inducer. I don't know the size of the exhaust housing, but the idea here is just the exhaust doesn't have to travel far at all. It literally has to come up maybe 2.5-3 inches before it's into the turbo. So throttle response should be pretty damn good. So I'm excited to get it on the car and give it a try. Yeah, so that's gonna be my turbo setup. And what's cool about it is because it's a log style manifold, I'll rotate the turbo to face down. I'm gonna probably invest the money into an electronically controlled wastegate, so I can just get the absolute best performance possible no matter what turbo I'm running. If I've got that electronic wastegate, I can always keep the boost at the level the turbo will be happy at. So yeah, should be pretty sick. And then I'll probably do another video because I've thought about this. So the intake manifold is TIG welded aluminum. It's not sheet metal, it's aluminum. The manifold is mild steel. So mild steel, you can do some coatings on pretty easily if you want to do like ceramic coating or something. Aluminum, I mean, you can anodize it if you don't want the chrome. But what I'm gonna do is something that I don't think I've seen anybody do yet, and I'll probably do the same thing here but with a different material. Is first I'm going to electroplate this whole intake manifold in nickel, and then that'll give me a nice shiny nickel finish, and it should also help fill in any potential pinholes like where the welds are, that could cause like little boost leaks or something. But then once I've electroplated it in nickel, I can then go ahead and electroplate it in gold. And I don't think it'll cost too much, maybe like $50 worth of gold or something. And then I can electroplate it. And gold is a great reflector of heat, and it's corrosion resistant. So it'll keep my intake temperatures real low. It also looked pretty badass in my engine bay. Now the exhaust manifold, it can't do gold or anything crazy like that because then it would melt, because gold doesn't, there's not many materials that'll withstand the temperature. So even if I painted this in like ceramic header paint or something, which I think it has a little bit on it now, that's not gonna last. It'll melt off. But what I can do, and I did some research on this, is I can electroplate it in nickel, and then I can titanium plate it. So I can plate it in titanium, so my whole exhaust manifold will be titanium. And then what I can do is on the turbo housing, I can do that in gold or titanium too. So it'll cost a few $100, but I think it'll be worth it. I mean, it's a Supra, right? So yeah, so stay tuned. I'll have some videos coming up. Yeah, shortly where I'll be putting this all together. I'll be putting it on the Supra. I've got my intercooler kit too, but it's in the other room. And then I've got these LED headlights that are going to go on the Nissan HardBody. Gonna give it a nice modern look. And then I also got, for the Nissan HardBody, these modern style taillights here. There they are. I don't know if you can. Okay, there we go. I rotated. So, yeah. So it'll give it a nice modern look. I'll put some LED bulbs in there. I mean, midnight purple Nissan HardBody with these taillight housings with LED bulbs, and these front headlights, and these turn signals here. They're like the Mustang taillights, where one lights up at a time, where it's like doot doot doot. You know, so it gives that modern look. And then during the day, these light up white as just like daytime running lights on both sides. So it's gonna look badass. And then my Supra is gonna be really fast when I'm done. Yeah, stay tuned. I'm just going for maybe 650 horsepower, which I'll definitely be able to do, and I think this intake manifold will handle that no problem. I think this will flow good enough to get me right around there, maybe a little higher. This, I feel like the exhaust housing is a little small, so I'll probably have to upgrade to go to like the 600 plus range, but I'll probably be around 500-ish with this turbo setup, which will be fine until I replace my transmission. So yeah, so that's the end of the video. Later.